Hey there, we got some Little Cup battles here. Now it's been a while. Some life events have happened, so just been trying to figure it out. Because I used to be working 2 jobs, now I have one, and just honestly, some days I just didn't feel like making a video. Just gotta do what you love at the end of the day. So today's team we have Spritzee, Wynaut, and Squirrel here. So yeah, let's get right into these battles. Right, neutral lead. We got Spritzee versus Wooper. The charms are adding up. I believe I do have to shield once in order to go all the way down because it takes 10 charms to get to a Thunderbolt or a Draining Kiss. So that's why I haven't second moved it. They do decide to swap out into their Squirrel. Shadow Squirrel can actually hang with the Drifloon. My god, not Drifloon, Drifloon. Especially if he gets that attack boost because it'll take 2 Icy Winds to cancel that out. So yeah, but that's why I typically will shield the first one because it's doing the most damage. Thankfully they didn't get the boost, so I want to keep farming up if I can. They're definitely not going to send another Wynaut. So yeah, definitely should have sent on my Skullbat, I think, in future battles if I learned. But these battles were for a while. I know we're in the Hisui Cup right now, but I wanted to showcase this team for a specific reason. And if you want to know why, watch till the end of the video. Right, so we got Skullbat versus, while I was talking, I totally lost track. Chikorita. Alrighty, so it is still not over. We are down a shield. We are down shields. They are up. I definitely need 2 body slams in order to make it. The question is, can I make it? Alright, that is definitely a no. Alright, so there's some hope here. We get the Icy Wind off. I believe I swap into my Spritzee right away. Nope. I want them... No! Okay, we get to the Icy Wind in time. Fantastic. And then, yep, I swap out. All right, GG, good game to my opponent. Very well played. Alrighty, on to the next battle here. Yeah, I have 2 sets, I believe, for you guys here. So, Spritzee versus Shelmet, very positive lead, actually. But, likely will need to shield depending on how they throw in if they throw in alignment or not with the body slam. So, but it's still pretty positive overall. Alright, so yeah, you definitely need a shield. So as long as I don't have an Onyx or some ground type in the back, then we will likely get the shield back. And what do they bring in next? Ignore the notification. Alright, it is a seal, so we are definitely gonna get the shield back unless they think I don't have Thunderbolt. So very good. Alright then, so we're gonna do charms and we're gonna come in with Skullbat because we can take any one move just fine. They're definitely should be going for the Icy Wind here. They will go for an Aqua Tail. I think that is a mistake because you need to debuff me. Thankfully, the licks are, doing nothing practically. I'm going to go for another body slam here. This should be taking out the seal unless they shield. Which they do. Do I shield? No, I don't. All right, they go for another Aqua Tail. Alrighty then. Alrighty, we go for another body slam. So, yeah, we'll see what they have in the back. As long as it's not something that counters Drifloon, we should be okay. And, yeah, we should be in the riding seat because we'll get to the Shadow Ball before they even think about launching a Bubble Beam or Aerial Ace, but a Bubble Beam would be preferable. And, yeah, that's going to be a good game. The Hex goes through. We'll definitely knock out the Ducklet. Yeah, they're just going to go for the Brave Bird. It was a Hail Mary situation. So I would have shielded either way, but, yeah. All right, good game to my opponent. Very well played. So Drifloon, as you know, is the hard counter to Wynaut. Skullbat can do okay. Though it's still losing matchup even if you get both debuffs, because you should be able to get to 2 crunches no problem. Right, now the Shelmet. We're going to play this out exactly the same. We're just going to farm all the way down and most likely have to expend a shield. Unless they throw an alignment, so yeah. Alright, yeah, spicy. Water Gun Ducklet. This should be a Bubble Beam, hopefully not an Aerial Ace. So I will get this Thunderbolt off, and then I want to say I swap into my Skullbat. Perfect, so that way I have Spritzee for a potential sack swap. I'm going to go for the Body Slam here. Body Slam spam is OP. Alrighty, so we won switch, though granted our Spritzee is low, and we have shield advantage, and it's a Jangmo-O, so they definitely played smart. I am going to shield. I have 2 Body Slams here to spend, so this should get the Jangmo-O low, if not knock out, or get a shield, any of which is going to be good. Pardon me drinking some water here. I just literally got back from my shift at Disney World today. Oh, and they got a Shelmet and then Drifloon. Yeah, they didn't know I had the Drifloon, so That is a good game to my opponent. That's why they top left, because Drifloon is a hard wall to Shellmet, as well as wynaut. Though harder to Shellmet because wynaut's mirror code is neutral. Righty, we got the wynaut lead here, so we're going to stay in here. You can win this if you shield, and they don't shield, for sure. Righty, I don't know what they swapped in with, but I'm just going to get this Thunderbolt off here because Drifloon will be okay. Nose pass, so thank goodness he did not shield because Lord knows I need to get this nose pass the heck out of here. We're going to shield this, no problem. Rock Blast does not care. Rock Blast still does a pretty chunk. Right, we're going to go for a crunch. Do they shield? Do they not? They don't, which is kind of smart. I had a shield. They're up a shield now. They definitely brought back on their wynaut. We're going to go for the crunch again. They do shield, which is great, so we're back on shields. We're going to let this go and come in with Drifloon. Ideally, our switch clock shouldn't be that misaligned anymore. Perfect. And we can just farm up to, near / max energy. I will let this mirror coat go through. Question is, can I farm down? Nope. I'm going to pull the trigger on the Icy Wind, and we'll just go from there. And it is a Ducklet. So I'm going to go for the Icy Wind. Arguably could have gone for the Shadow Ball because they will survive an Icy Wind, no problem. Yeah, that was arguably a mistake. Okay, we're going to go for another Icy Wind here. And then, yeah, we're just going to do that. Okay, we're going to go for this. We're going to get the Spritzee going here. Do I let this go? They go for a Bubble Beam. Okay. Okay, so I still have the shield. Oh, I think a Charm went through? No? Okay. Question is... Alrighty, we win that very close. I think they just got to the Bubble Beam. So good game to my opponent. Very well played. Arguably could have played that a lot better. Or at least differently. Alrighty. On to the next battle here. Shellmet. So, again, we're just going to play this out. We're not going to swap out at this point. Alright, body slam spam. We all know how OP that is. Right. I do decide to pull the trigger on the Thunderbolt before they can get me shield. Yep. Oh yeah. So this is actually decent. I will shield in return. So now it's 1-to-1 shields versus 1-to-2. They go into seal. I'm going to respond with Squirrel. Squirrel's a very great response to seal, under the assumption the seal has lick. If it's got Ice Shard, then it's a different story. But a lick seal cannot handle Squirrel very well just because even though it will likely get to 2 Icy Winds, that body slam spam is just so it's spam, right? Spammy, need I say more? So yeah. Do I let this go through? I do. Is an Aquadil. I would recommend just going for Icy Winds because you need a debuff at all costs if you can. Otherwise, you're definitely not going to win the matchup. Alrighty, and then I come with Drifloon, and it is a Jangmo-O. And I have an Icy Wind ready to go, and they have no shield. So this should be a good game to my opponent. Very well played here. Yep. Alrighty. Alrighty. Right, we got the second set I wanted to show you here. And again, if you want to figure out what happened, watch the end. Of course, if you read the title, might be a bit of a spoiler alert. Righty, so I swapped into Squirrel. They respond with Shellmet. This is a tricky situation just because we're spamming. Alrighty, we got the next set here. Spritzee versus Onyx. We're going to swap right away into Squirrel. They respond with Shellmet. So I believe, in even energy situations, it's the same pacing with Infestation and Bullet Seed. But we are kind of 1.5/2 Bullet Seeds away ahead of them. So, and of course, since both fast ones are 3 turns, that means we're always going to sneak in. Provided we don't throw an alignment. Okay, do shield here. So I'm out of shields. They do have 1. Here comes another body slam. I'm 1 away from, quote-unquote, 3 body slams in a row. 1 away now, and they've swapped beautifully into Onyx. That was a beautiful catch. We're going to go for the crunch right away, hopefully get a debuff, but we will be bringing in back the Spritzee here. So... We are able to take the Onyx out, so that's good. Question is, what do they have next? Alrighty, they bring in Shelmet next. Ideally, they'll hit us with Body Slam, but the likely, if they're smart, they will go for Bug Buzz, as that is single resisted. No, it's double resisted, I believe. Alright, they bring in, clearly, the Wing Attack. I'm going to assume Ducklet. We're going to go straight for the Shadow Ball here. Yep. And that's going to be a good game, as even if this is an aerialist that takes us out, we have Spritzee that can charm that down, and we have an Icy Wind available. I should have definitely gone right away for the Icy Wind, I think. But either way, yeah, we should be in the driver's seat for this battle. Alrighty, they hit us with Bug Buzz, which makes sense. It is, I believe it does more damage than a Body Slam, since the Body Slam was not stab and the Bug Buzz is. So yeah, good game to my opponent. Very well played. Yeah, Wynaut is solid, but so many people are prepared for it that unless you know how to dance with your team comp, it's actually a lot harder than you think. So, right, Ducklet lead, neutral. We're going to just keep charming. If they do build to the Brave Bird, we will respect it. I believe we should be able to get to knock them out without, if they do go for Bubble Beam even. So, all right, we managed to knock them out before they get to another move. Very good. Right, we got Chinchou here. We're going to go for this Thunderbolt eventually before they get to a move. Whether it's Bubble Beam or Thunderbolt, does not matter. We're going to go for it, and they do not shield. So, and we have a Wynaut in the back. Pardon that little tap there. All right, this is going to be a good game. I try to get to the Thunderbolt. No go. The Nautilus will be going straight for Icy Winds here just because I'm like thinking they got to shield if they're going to try to stay in, but usually they should just leave. They don't even shield the Icy Winds. I was just like, bruh. It's like you called the bait, but okay. But yeah, we're going to go for another Icy Wind here. We will continuously debuff them for their attack. And yeah, they're fighting the good fight for whatever reason. But this game was written on the wall for the ending a while back. So GG's to my opponent. All right, on to the next battle here. All right, versus Shelmet. We've seen this lead play out a couple times already. They bring in Seal, I bring in Skullvet. Pretty self-explanatory why I bring in Skullvet. Righty, we got the first shield, that's good. We're going to let this go through. Skullvet has some decent bulk to it, so it can take an Icy Wind just fine. We're going to keep going for the Body Slam spam here. No need to go for crunches. We're just, we can just keep shielding if we want to. Right, I do throw up a shield here. It is another Icy Wind. We are down to one shield apiece. I go for a Body Slam right there before they reach to at least an Aqua Tail. Righty, okay, and then I go for another Body Slam right away to ensure either I get the shield and knock this out. Hopefully, yeah, righty. We take switch advantage. Right, they're coming in with Shelmet. I'm going to go for the crunch just because, might as well go for the debuff, defense debuff if I can. Right, no, the defense debuff, so I'm going to go for the Body Slam. They bring in Wynaut. So, we are going to bring in my Drifloon, and this should be a good game. We're going to farm up all the way I believe I do in this matchup. Nope. Well, sorry, I was thinking of a shield. I'm going to shield that first one. All right, we're going to go for the Shadow Ball. They want to save shield for something. I'm thinking they won't do it for Wynaut. And then we will shield the next Mirror Coat, as that will do the most damage. And we're going to throw Icy Winds for days at this Shelmet to just decrease its damage. Yeah, they know it's over because they know I have the Spritzee. So, good game to my opponent. Very well played. Right, Skorupi, terrible lead. We're going to swap in Skullvet right away. Okay, they're definitely on the move. I think that was 6 poison stings overall, so they're definitely going for a cross poison. Alrighty, and then they swap beautifully into Lickitung, but this is honestly not the best answer, especially at full health to Skullvet, as the Licks are doing nothing, and I can spam the Body Slams a lot faster because not every cycle requires 3 Bullet Seeds. Literally, it's like 3-3-2 or 3-2-2. I know the third one's a 2. And look at that, we just flip switch. So we're going to go for Body Slam again before they get a move off of us. I believe they're at a move now. Yep, see it. CMP tie of some sort, so that's perfect. We will bring in Drifloon, and then, yeah, we're going to go for the Icy Wind. Do I shield this? Yes, because there's no debuff yet, so I want to get this Aqua Tail shielded. And then they go for Seal, so I do, they do catch the Icy Wind. Not ideal, but again, that means Spritzee won't take as much damage, so not the worst thing ever. I let this go through, even though it's likely an Icy Wind, but it's an Aqua Tail, actually, and they have 2, so I'm thinking like, oh, wait, I can farm down with my Drifloon, and I let them do that, so, yep, so, because my win condition is with Drifloon, and they know it, so that's why they top left, so, good game to my opponent Vero played. Alrighty, looks like we got one more battle in these 2 sets I wanted to showcase to you. I love this last battle, and for good reason. As you can see, I've been climbing up a bit. It's been kind of up and down, actually, but at this set, to start with, I was at 27-13, so a 4-1 in theory should get me the expert, hopefully. Right, Chinchou, we're going to keep this away from the Drifloon in theory. I do decide to swap out into Squovet to maybe lure out a wynaut. Possibly they go for a Bubble Beam, and then they bring out their own Spritzee. So, yeah, not the most ideal thing in the universe, but we're going to play it out. All right, so Body Slam, Spam. Unfortunately, since they're both 3-turn fast moves, I can't get to a third Body Slam, which is unfortunate, but I should be able to Charm down before they get to a move. Perfect. I don't have to pray they bring in Chinchou back, and they do, thank the Lord. Do I shield this? No, I don't. I think it's a Bubble Beam. It is. Perfect. We're just going to Charm down. Perfect. And then we got a Lickitung. So not the most ideal thing in the universe, but we need to get Drifloon out there and start spamming these Icy Winds. I did get a shield down, so that is great. They have not gotten a move off yet for the shields. At this point, I definitely need to start using it, but I'm afraid the Lickitung with the shield is too healthy, though they did use their shield, to win this game. We will see what happens here, though. And they get there just in time. So, yeah, this should be a good game as in a loss. I think they got too much farm. Yeah. So, GG's to my opponent. So, I did say I like this battle, but for good reason. You know, it's like, you know, it's what happens next. So, and we make it to expert on the dot. Let's go. Literally like 2 weeks before this happened, I think the game got me to like 27-40. Yeah, it was 27-49, not like it was. And I was like, come on, one more point. But yeah, so we're finally in the expert ratings here. So that is awesome. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, remember to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button so that way you can be caught up on my videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.